Welcome back, ladies, to our dedicated space for beauty and lifestyle, specifically curated for women over 50. Today we are going to discuss a crucial topic that has the power to completely transform your appearance, and that is hair color. Have you ever stood in front of the mirror in the morning and felt that your face looked pale and lifeless, even after a full night of sleep? Or perhaps you have gone back to dyeing your hair, the same jet black you wore 20 years ago, only to find it makes your wrinkles stand out and your features look harsh. It is not your skin or your age that is at fault here, but rather that your current hair color is no longer in harmony with the natural biological changes of your body. Once we cross the age of 50, our skin pigmentation and hair texture change significantly, so the old rules simply do not apply anymore. In today's video, I will guide you through 4 expert steps to find the perfect hair color that will make you look younger, more sophisticated, and specifically enhance the elegant beauty of midlife. We will not talk about empty theories, but will dive deep into real-life examples, from analyzing your skin under natural light to choosing colors that camouflage thinning hair at the crown. Let us begin this journey to reclaim your radiance right now. Step 1. Re-evaluating skin undertone and pigmentation changes after 50. The first and most important thing you need to accept is that our skin at 55 or 60 is completely different from when we were 30. Over time, the subcutaneous fat layer decreases and collagen levels drop, causing the skin to become thinner and tending to look paler or duller. If you previously had a naturally rosy complexion, it might now have shifted to a cooler tone or look slightly sallow. The biggest mistake I see many women make is trying to keep their hair color too cool or too ashy, like ash blonde or cool platinum, because they think it is trendy. The reality is that these cool tones, when combined with skin that has lost its natural rosy pigment, will make your face look tired and drained, as if you are unwell. Imagine a real-life scenario like this. A client of mine named Sarah is 58 years old. She has fair but slightly pale skin, and she loved dyeing her hair ash brown because she saw young models wearing it beautifully. However, whenever she wore neutral-colored clothes and did not wear heavy makeup, she looked very washed out. When I advised her to switch to a honey brown with some warm golden tones, a miracle happened. The gold from her hair reflected onto her skin, creating an effect like she was wearing a soft blush, making her face light up and look much fresher. To apply this, do a small test right at home. Stand in front of a window in the morning when there is natural light and hold 2 pieces of fabric or 2 pieces of jewelry up close to your face. One side should be cool silver and the other warm gold. If the gold makes your skin look brighter and your dark spots or under eye circles less visible, then you definitely need hair colors with warm tones like chestnut, brown, copper brown, or honey gold. Conversely, if you truly look better with silver, you can consider cool brown tones, but remember never to go too dark. A pro tip for you is to always ask your hairstylist to add a little bit of gold or light red pigment into the dye formula, often called lowlights, to balance the skin tone. Do not be afraid that red or gold will make your hair look brassy, because these warm pigments are the secret weapon that helps women over 50 regain a rosy glow for their skin without relying too much on makeup. A touch of caramel golden brown, lingering on the strands around the face, will act as a natural reflector, helping to blur small wrinkles around the eyes and corners of the mouth very effectively. Step 2. The contrast rule and smart root maintenance. The most difficult problem that any woman over 50 has to face is gray hair and the speed at which roots regrow. Many of us have the habit of covering gray with jet black or very dark brown to completely hide those white strands. However, this is a vicious cycle that is both expensive and makes you look less sophisticated. When you dye your hair a color that is too dark, the contrast between the dyed hair and the new gray roots growing out will be extremely harsh. Just 2 weeks after dyeing, a distinct white line will appear right on the top of your head, creating the feeling of a glaring stripe that attracts all eyes to the exact spot you want to hide the most. Furthermore, hair color that is too dark creates a heavy frame around the face, making features look rigid and wrinkles appear deeper. Visualize yourself putting a thick, heavy black frame on a delicate watercolor painting. It will completely overpower the beauty of that painting. The solution here is to choose a base color that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your natural hair color. Instead of black, choose neutral brown or light brown. When the base hair is lighter, the color difference between the dyed hair and the gray roots will decrease significantly, helping you extend the time between salon visits from 3 weeks to 5 or 6 weeks. A classic example is using the technique of blending highlights with gray hair. Instead of trying to cover 100% of the gray, turn them into natural highlights. I often advise ladies to ask their hairstylist to perform the babylights technique, which involves very fine highlights woven into a light brown base. Clouds. When the gray hair grows out, it will blend into these highlights, creating a multi-dimensional color effect that is very beautiful and subtle. A highly useful pro tip for you is to always keep a root touch-up powder or hair mascara in your handbag. On days close to your dyeing schedule, when you have an unexpected party or an important appointment, use the powder to lightly dab onto your part line. It not only helps temporarily hide the gray roots, but also makes the hair look thicker. Additionally, when choosing hair dye, prioritize ammonia-free dyes with high moisturizing ingredients, because gray hair often has a drier and wirier texture than normal hair. Keeping the hair strands soft and shiny is much more important than trying to force them into a rigid, artificial color. Remember that our goal is harmony and softness, not a forced cover-up. Step 3. Creating dimension and the illusion of volume for thinning hair. When entering the menopausal and postmenopausal stages, hormonal changes cause our hair to no longer be as thick as it was in our youth. Hair starts to shed more, the strands become finer, and the scalp is easily exposed, especially at the crown and the temples. If you choose to dye a solid monochrome color, from root to tip for example, just a single chocolate brown, you are inadvertently making your hair look flat and even thinner. Monochrome color does not have the ability to reflect light in multiple dimensions, so it does not create the illusion of volume and density. This is where the art of color placement reigns supreme to save the situation. You need to think of your hair as a 3D painting that needs light and dark areas to create depth. The most effective method for this issue is the balayage or soft ombre technique, but adjusted to suit middle age. Specifically, the roots should be kept slightly darker than the mid-lengths and ends. The dark color at the roots will create the feeling that the hair is growing in thicker and hide the exposed scalp. Meanwhile, the mid-lengths and ends are gradually lightened or accented with lighter strands, which will draw the eye to the movement of the hair rather than focusing on the scalp. For example, if you choose a chestnut brown as your main tone, ask your stylist to keep the roots dark brown and gently sweep a lighter golden brown towards the ends and around the face. This color transition creates a visual effect that makes the hair look much more voluminous and full of life. A real-life example is the case of a lady named Martha, who is 62 years old. Her hair is very thin, and she used to get tight perms to create volume, but the perms made her hair dry, frizzy, and aged her. After consultation, I suggested she straighten it into a soft bob and focus on color. We dyed the roots a coffee brown and placed slightly chunkier caramel highlights on the top layer. The result was that her hair looked twice as thick as before, thanks to the shadowing effect of the colors. A pro tip for you is to use water-based volumizing sprays after washing your hair, combined with multi-dimensional color. When blow drying, dry against the direction of hair growth to make the roots stand up, helping to reveal the interwoven light and dark color patches. Never let your hair get greasy, because excess oil will make the strands stick together and ruin the color effect you have worked so hard to create. Take care of your scalp thoroughly and choose a specialized volumizing shampoo to support the hair color in achieving its maximum effect. Step 4. Synchronizing hair color with wardrobe and lifestyle. The final step, but the one that decides whether you truly shine with your new hair color, is the connection with your wardrobe and daily makeup routine. When you change your hair color, it means your clothing color palette and makeup style also need to be adjusted accordingly. If you switch from black hair to a light golden brown, but still keep the habit of drawing your eyebrows dark black and wearing all black clothes, the overall look will become disjointed and unsophisticated. The new hair color needs to be supported by suitable accessories and outfits to create a harmonious and classy appearance. Let us talk about eyebrows first, as they are the frame of the face. When your hair gets lighter, your eyebrows also need to be lighter. Choose an eyebrow pencil or powder in light brown or taupe instead of black or dark brown. This helps the face look more elegant and softer. Regarding clothing, if you have chosen warm hair tones like copper brown or honey gold, prioritize clothes in cream beige, moss green, or terracotta. These colors will resonate with the hair color, making your skin look warm and healthy. Conversely, if you decide to embrace natural gray hair or dye it, Trendy, cool tones. Your wardrobe needs high contrast and sharp colors like cobalt blue, burgundy, wine navy, or pure white. Gray hair paired with pale gray or washed out pastel shirts will make you look like you are fading into the background. I have a very interesting example regarding choosing eyeglass frames. A friend of mine, when she let her natural gray hair grow out, felt she looked very old. But instead of dyeing her hair back, she changed her glasses frames. She ditched the old flimsy metal frames and replaced them with a pair of bold burgundy plastic frames. Immediately, the gray hair became a perfect backdrop, highlighting the glasses, and her face became extremely stylish and intellectual. The pro tip here is to bring the shirts or scarves in colors you wear most often when you go to the salon to dye your hair. Try them on right there at the salon to see if the intended hair color matches your dressing style. Do not be afraid to change your lipstick color to a slightly brighter tone like coral pink or brick red to balance things out. If the hair color makes your face look a bit pale. Fashion and hair are an inseparable couple, so let them support each other to help you shine. The journey to finding the perfect hair color after 50 is not merely about covering up gray strands, but is a journey of rediscovering and honoring your own beauty in a new stage of life. A beautiful hair color is one that makes you feel confident every time you look in the mirror, makes your skin glow, and elevates your fashion style. Do not hesitate to experiment with small changes, from choosing warmer tones to creating accents with subtle highlights. You deserve to feel beautiful and radiant every single day. If you found the insights in this video useful and practical, please hit the like button down below and share this video with your close friends so we can all become more beautiful together. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you do not miss out on beauty and fashion secrets specifically for our age group in the next videos. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon.